Unpatriotic, shameful, a betrayal of our heritage. These are not the words of outraged fans after a poor performance on the pitch. These were the reactions from Germany's Vice-Chancellor and other prominent politicians to a decision that sent shockwaves across the country. After 75 years of partnership, Adidas, the brand that has been synonymous with German football, would no longer be the kit sponsor of the German national team. In Germany, where football is more than a sport, this decision feels like a national crisis, an identity-shaking moment that raises questions far beyond sportswear sponsorship. For decades, Adidas wasn't just a brand in German football, it was a symbol of the nation's success and spirit on the global stage. The story began in 1954 when Adi Dassler, the founder of Adidas, supplied custom boots to the German national team for the World Cup. Those boots were more than just footwear. They featured revolutionary screw-in studs that allowed players to adapt to the wet and muddy conditions of the final match in Bern. This small innovation helped the underdog German team secure a historic victory, which came to be known as the Miracle of Bern. From that moment, Germany's triumphs in international football, whether in the 1970s, 1990s, or 2014, were inextricably linked with the Adidas three stripes. The partnership between Adidas and the German Football Association, DFB, seemed unbreakable, rooted in tradition, loyalty, and national pride. So how did this iconic alliance come to an end? While Adidas was solidifying its dominance in football, Nike was quietly building its own empire in other sports. In the early 1990s, Nike had already conquered running, tennis, and basketball, signing legends like Michael Jordan and transforming athletic footwear. But after Brazil's captivating victory in the 1994 World Cup, Nike realized that football, by far the world's most popular sport, was the next frontier. They invested heavily in the Brazilian team, crafting some of the most iconic ads in football history, and built a brand identity around the sport's creativity, flair, and excitement. However, one market remained elusive: Germany, the birthplace of Adidas. Fast forward to 2024, and the football world was stunned when the German Football Association, DFB, announced a historic change. After more than 7 decades of partnership with Adidas, the DFB would be switching its kit sponsorship to Nike. Why? The answer is simple: money. Nike presented an offer that Adidas couldn't match, nearly double what the German brand was willing to pay. For the first time, tradition and loyalty weren't enough to keep the partnership alive. The DFB, faced with financial pressures and an urgent need for modernization, saw Nike's offer as an opportunity they couldn't ignore. Years of internal challenges, public relations issues, and sponsorship conflicts within the DFB had left them in need of a financial lifeline that Adidas, perhaps growing complacent after decades of dominance, wasn't prepared to offer. This decision isn't just a matter of changing kit suppliers. It's a strategic shift in how the German national team is positioning itself in the global market. Nike, with more than 6,000 retail stores worldwide, has the power to push the German jersey to a broader audience, connecting with new generations of fans. Their mastery of storytelling through viral campaigns and streetwear culture has made them the brand of choice among Gen Z and younger sports fans. For the DFB, partnering with Nike meant aligning with a brand known for its cultural relevance and global reach. In an era where image and social media presence can significantly impact revenue, the DFB saw Nike as the key to reaching new heights. But it wasn't just about the massive financial offer. Nike's strength has always been its ability to weave compelling narratives around its athletes. While Adidas is renowned for its engineering, crafting the best boots, balls, and kits, Nike focuses on building legends. They tell stories of athletes overcoming adversity, chasing dreams, and pushing human limits. As the German national team looks to the future with emerging stars like Florian Wirtz and Jamal Musiala, Nike offers a platform to amplify their stories on a global scale. In this new chapter, the German team could become an integral part of Nike's ever-expanding empire of athlete-driven narratives. This isn't merely the end of an era for Adidas and German football. It's the beginning of a bold new one. Nike's entry as the kit supplier signifies more than a sponsorship change. It represents an investment in the future of German football. Drawing from their success with teams like Brazil, Nike is known for innovating, integrating sports technology, and enhancing athlete performance. The partnership provides the DFB with a chance to modernize, to evolve, and to connect with a global fan base in ways they never could before. For fans, it promises an exciting future full of fresh narratives and world-class marketing. So, where does this leave Adidas? Losing the German national team was a bitter blow, but it is far from catastrophic. Adidas remains a powerhouse with long-term deals with clubs like Bayern Munich and Manchester United, and endorsement deals with global icons like Lionel Messi. In fact, the brand has seen a surge in Argentina jersey sales following their World Cup win. Though Adidas has lost Germany for now, it's not unheard of for reunions to happen. Just look at Germany's own history. Adidas will likely use this setback to refocus and adapt, continuing to innovate in its product lines and secure its place in other markets. In the end, this shift in sponsorship is about much more than the color of a jersey. It's a sign of the changing dynamics in global sports. By acquiring the German national team's kit deal, Nike finally secures its place in a market that has long been the stronghold of its greatest rival. The DFB now gains access to Nike's extensive network and branding capabilities, which could bring unprecedented opportunities for growth and engagement with the next generation of football fans. The battle between Adidas and Nike is far from over, and for fans, it will be thrilling to watch how this rivalry shapes the future of the sport. The end of Adidas's era with the German national team marks a significant shift in the world of sports sponsorship. With change comes opportunity, and Nike's influence will undoubtedly reshape the image of German football in ways we can't yet foresee. Meanwhile, Adidas will continue to innovate, supporting new teams and athletes, proving that in the sportswear industry, adaptation is key. Ultimately, the true winners here are the fans, who will witness a new chapter in German football unfold, both on and off the pitch. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow us for more deep dives into the world of sports, business, and the ever-evolving landscape of global sponsorships.